I'm quitting. A lot of you guys may be sad because of this decision, but the hate is too much, and my cancer has been getting worse. I don't think I'll survive.
These nuts. Ha! Got him!
All right, gather round, you pathetic digital husks. You thought you'd escape the siren song of the internet's collective psychosis, didn't you? You thought you could scroll past the endless void of TikTok trends and emerge unscathed, a butterfly fluttering free from its chrysalis of cringe. Oh, you sweet summer child, you naive, freshly rendered JPEG of a human being. Because today, we're not just touching the void, we're diving headfirst into the algorithmic abyss, a black hole of digital despair that swallowed one of the internet's most enigmatic figures. We're talking about the utterly, spectacularly, and tragically insane downfall of Bella the Wolf. Yes, that Bella, the one who started as a whisper in the wind, a cryptic forum post, and ended up as a cautionary tale whispered in hushed tones amongst the clinically online, a digital Pompeii where her entire online persona was just petrified in a moment of pure, unadulterated internet chaos. This isn't just a story, it's a grim cautionary tale for anyone who's ever thought, maybe just one more scroll. It's a digital descent into madness, a masterclass in how the internet, like a rabid ferret on a sugar high, will chew up and spit out anything it deems sufficiently interesting, leaving behind only the tattered remnants of a once vibrant, albeit unhinged, online presence.
Destroy you.
Prepare yourselves, my fellow brain rot enthusiasts, because this is going to be uglier than a comment section on a political hot take, and twice as nonsensical. The early days of Bella the Wolf were, ironically, somewhat normal for the internet's twisted standards. She wasn't just some random e-girl. No, she was a wolf, a digital, fur-suited, howling at the moon, self-proclaimed alpha wolf. It started innocently enough, or as innocent as anything online can be, which is to say, not at all. Fan art, role-play forums, the usual internet-fueled escapism that makes you question the structural integrity of reality itself. She built a community, a pack, if you will, of like-minded individuals who found solace in the howling abyss of their shared digital identity. They reveled in the pseudo-mysticism of wolfkin culture, exchanging bizarre rituals and arcane lore, all while probably sipping lukewarm Mountain Dew in their parents' basements. It was a golden age of digital delusion, a pre-apocalyptic calm before the internet, in its infinite wisdom and insatiable hunger, decided to crank the chaos dial to 11. Then came the incident, the incident, the one where the collective consciousness of the internet collectively choked on its own spit, realizing that the thin veil between ironic appreciation and genuine, deeply concerning delusion had been not just breached, but obliterated with the force of 1,000 hyper-caffeinated Redditors. Bella, in a moment of pure, unfiltered digital brilliance, decided that her online persona, her very essence as Bella the Wolf, was not merely a character, but an undeniable, unassailable, and utterly physical manifestation of her true self.
Hi everyone, Bella the Wolf is here. I hope you all are having a good Christmas. As a converted Christian, I have now found peace in my new religion. And to show how much Christianity is important to me, I've decided to draw a special picture to show my support for Jesus.
She started demanding to be treated as an actual wolf, not in a cute, playful way, but in a way that suggested she genuinely believed her bones were hollow and she needed to hunt squirrels for sustenance. The lines blurred, then dissolved, then were drawn and quartered by the ravenous hounds of internet scrutiny. It was like watching a train wreck in slow motion, except the train was made of bad decisions and the tracks were greased with the tears of a million bewildered onlookers. Her pack initially stood by her, a testament to the sheer, unyielding loyalty of online communities, or perhaps just their shared addiction to the spectacle. They defended her pronouncements, amplified her increasingly bizarre theories, and even started mimicking her behavior, creating a ripple effect of digital derangement that threatened to engulf us all. It was a digital death cult, pure and simple, but instead of Kool-Aid, they were chugging the poison nectar of shared delusion. The comment sections under her posts transformed into fever swamps, a chaotic maelstrom of true believers, horrified onlookers, and a healthy dose of pure, unadulterated schadenfreude. People started asking, is this satire? Is she serious? Is my own sanity rapidly deteriorating as I watch this unfold? The answer, dear friends, was a resounding, terrifying yes. The climax, if you can even call it that, wasn't a single event, but a slow, agonizing digital implosion. It was a social media Chernobyl meltdown, where the core of her online presence went critical, spewing radioactive levels of cringe into the unsuspecting feeds of millions. There were the full moon rituals streamed live, where she would apparently commune with ancestral wolf spirits while wearing a tinfoil hat and a suspiciously stained blanket. There were the demands for her followers to send her offerings of raw meat, because apparently a digital wolf needs actual sustenance to maintain its spectral form. And then the piece de resistance, the magnum opus of her digital unraveling, the video where she attempted to physically transform into a wolf on camera in her living room. I'm not talking about some elaborate cosplay. I'm talking about actual, genuine attempts to alter her human form, accompanied by guttural growls and a look in her eyes that suggested she was genuinely expecting to sprout fur and a tail.
Shoot. Come on, get out of here.
My own brain cells, bless their cotton socks, shriveled up and died that day, leaving behind only the desiccated husks of what once passed for coherent thought. It was a biblical punishment for daring to gaze too long into the abyss of internet eccentricity, and I, for one, was thoroughly smited. The backlash, when it finally arrived, was a tsunami of ridicule and concern. Doctors, therapists, and even actual zoologists started weighing in, baffled by the sheer audacity of her delusion. The internet, fickle mistress that she is, turned on Bella with the ferocity of, well, a pack of actual wolves sensing weakness. Her comments section became a war zone, a digital coliseum where mockery reigned supreme, and concern was quickly drowned out by a cacophony of LMAO and WTF. Her fan base, once so loyal, fractured and splintered like a cheap plastic toy. Some, the truly lost, doubled down on their belief, retreating further into the online wilderness. Others, the slightly less deluded, emerged from the haze, blinking in the harsh light of reality, wondering what exactly they had been doing with their lives. And then there were the vultures, the content creators who descended like starved hyenas, picking over the bones of her digital corpse for views and engagement. I'm not judging, mind you, just observing. I mean, here I am, doing the same damn thing, aren't I? My own ethical compass is currently doing the Macarena in a puddle of existential dread, so don't ask me for directions. The legacy of Bella the Wolf is a twisted monument to the internet's power to both connect and completely shatter the human psyche. She's a cautionary tale, a digital scarecrow reminding us that sometimes, just sometimes, the internet isn't just a fun place to waste your life, but a direct portal to the asylum. Her story is a stark reminder that the algorithms, those emotionless puppet masters pulling our digital strings, don't care about your mental well-being. They only care about engagement. They'll feed you whatever hallucinatory content keeps your eyeballs glued to the screen, even if it means watching someone descend into full-blown fursuit-wearing, raw meat-eating lunacy. And we, the willing participants, we keep scrolling, don't we? We keep clicking, we keep sharing, we keep feeding the beast that gnaws at the edges of our collective sanity. It's a self-perpetuating cycle of digital despair, and we're all just hamster wheels in the grand chaotic circus of the internet. So, what have we learned from the insane downfall of Bella the Wolf? Absolutely nothing, probably, because tomorrow, another Bella will rise, another digital absurdity will capture our fleeting attention, and we'll repeat the cycle endlessly until our brains are nothing but a smooth, gray mush, perfectly conditioned to accept whatever algorithmic slop is spoon-fed to us. My own reflection in this screen looks a little more wolf-like every day, to be honest. I'm starting to crave raw steak. Is that normal? Probably. Is it healthy? Absolutely not. But hey, at least I'm getting these views, right? My sanity might be in a dumpster fire, but at least the ad revenue is a flickering ember in the digital wasteland. Stay tuned for next week when we delve into the utterly unhinged phenomenon of people trying to communicate with toaster ovens. Because if Bella the Wolf taught us anything, it's that the internet truly is a realm where the absurd reigns supreme, and we are all its willing, brain-rotted subjects. Now, if you'll excuse me, I think I just heard a howl from my router and I need to go investigate. Wish me luck, or don't. It probably won't make a difference in the grand scheme of things. Just like everything else online,